Hello viewers, welcome to this another video session again on Google Classroom. In a previous video we have seen how to remove or delete a class. Similarly we have also seen how to unenroll a class. Suppose any student get entered in a class by mistake, so you can unenroll that student. So that part we have covered, and now we are going to focus in this video on a very key aspect which is again newly introduced in a Google Classroom, and that is a rubric. Most of you are familiar with this word rubric. What exactly this word rubric is, try to see. As far as rubric is concerned, it is a scoring guide which is very commonly used to make an evaluation of any student. As far as generalization is concerned, it is considered as a evaluation of any product or any project, or to check out, to evaluate, to find it out the performance of a student. This technique is used. So rubric in our field of an education, it is specially used for making an evaluation of the particular student. So for this purpose we are using this term, and that is a rubric. As far as rubric is concerned, it is consisting of specially three parts, just like what is the exact performance criteria we have, similarly rating scale, and some type of indicators. Definitely to make an evaluation I'll need to have some indicators, so that indicator needs to be specified. As far as this rubric is concerned, it is expected that whosoever is the person who is going to ask a question, it needs it is expected that that person should define the rubric for the question. This rubric is not only useful for the student, but it is also used for the person who is going to make an evaluation of that thing. Just like suppose I have asked a very simple question, so and that question suppose carries 10 marks. So how I can assign this 10 marks to the student? So I have to specify some type of benchmark on that. So this rubric is making exactly the same task. Similarly, this rubric is also useful for the student, because students should know how they can score more in their questions while writing the answers, or what exactly is being expected. Just like commonly students are arguing that we are not going to get something better marks, some marks have been deducted in an examination. So this type of problems can be solved out to some extent by using this term, and that is a rubric. How this rubric generally looks, so that we'll see. So this is an example for a rubric. In that example, we have taken various aspects like problem of practice, project overview, implementation, air facts, examples, reflection. So it is a general example has been taken. Again, I am trying to say that this is not an example which is generally related with our education, but just for the sake of an example of rubric, I have taken this. As far as this example is concerned, in this example, some aspects have been covered, and how exactly to use this rubric under Google Classroom. We try to start with better, and that is example in the form of a demo. So we'll straight away move on to the demonstration. So again, I have started my Google Classroom in the same account, and obviously all of you are familiar with this Google Classroom SGBAU FDP. So this Google Classroom which is specially created for the sake of an FDP. So I'll click on that Google Classroom. Again, as far as the rubric is concerned, it is coming under the category, and that is a classwork. So again, we have to move into the classwork part. Under the classwork, I click on create. Under the create, I'll choose straight away assignment. And under that assignment, you can see over here, I have something, and that is a rubric. Again, I'd like to say in the previous video, I have purposefully taken out this part, and that is a rubric. Because this is the, again I'd like to say this particular video may be somewhat lengthy, okay, because this topic needs somewhat extra ideas or extra views. So for this purpose, for this reason, I have purposefully removed this part, or neglected this part in my previous video. So now as I have opened my assignment, I'll try to give the title to that assignment. Suppose I'll give some title, assignment number 2. So this is my assignment. Okay, under the instructions part, I am straight away adding my question. Now I'll add my question. That question will be something: what is Google Classroom? In addition to that, I am asking state and explain the steps needed for creation of Google Classroom. Also specify, I am purposefully writing a long question. Also specify the advantages and disadvantages of Google Classroom. Classroom. Okay, so this is my question. So I have added one question in which I am asking what is exactly Google Classroom. Straight and explain the steps which are generally needed to be followed by any person, those who are using Google Classroom. And lastly, specify advantages and disadvantages. Suppose this is the question I have added in my assignment. Now where to add? So again, in the same class, okay, you can choose your class where you like to add this question. So again, I am trying to add it in a same class, and that is a SGBAU. So I'll choose my class. Okay, so once I have chosen my class, next part is how much point needs to be given. So for this question, suppose I'll try to give 20 marks. Okay, no due dates, no topics, and nothing is needed. So under the topic, suppose I'll try to add it under unit number 1. And at last there is something, and that is a rubric. So this part now will try to cover. As far as this question is concerned, I have given 20 marks. Now how I am going to allot 20 marks to the student, or what are my expectation? So that is needs to be defined under the rubric. Okay, so what is your evaluation criteria? So that is needs to be specified under the rubric. So I'll click on this rubric part. So you have three options available: create rubric, reuse rubric, import from sheet. So this is another very important option. You can create straight away an Excel sheet in which you can specify the criteria, whatever you will need to follow for this question, and you can straight away import that sheet. By clicking on that import sheet, I can choose the file whatever is needed to be imported for that question. Suppose this is the rubrics.excel file I have taken, and I can add. But at this moment of time, we are not making that. Just like I have already created one Excel file. I'll try to show you. This is one Excel file I have created, and this is the file which we have created just for indicating what type of marks needs to be given, what on what criteria the marks needs to be given. In a detailed explanation needs to be given in that Excel sheet. So this is one simplest way using which you can import you can import a Google sheet. You can import an Excel sheet. What I am choosing, I am trying to use something, and that is a create rubric. I am trying to create a rubric of my own. Okay, so I'll click on create rubric. So you are getting a screen something like this. It is saying assignment number 2, and all the details has been given. Okay, next one, criteria title. So what type of criteria needs to be given? So again, in a question we have asked what is Google Classroom. So I'll try to give the criteria will be something explanation. Okay, so what my criteria will be explanation. Okay, explanation regarding the answer, explanation regarding the question asked. Okay, under the points, I'll add, of course, for the first part I am going to allot 5 marks. So I'll give 5 marks. Okay, level, so I'll put the level will be something excellent. Under the description, I am trying to cover everything in detail. Okay, so this is the thing I have added. Okay, next, this is my level of excellent. Point required will be 5. Okay, another level I'll add, in which I'll try to make it something points 4. Okay, within that 4 sorry, yeah, by mistake, excellent. Okay, next level I'll make it will be a level, and that is good. Okay, so in that good I'll try to put good description. Okay, similarly I'll try to add the third one level, and that is carrying suppose 3 marks. The level will be satisfactory. Again, under the description I am trying to, again under the description it is expected that you should give a detail, what exactly expected. For getting a 5 marks, for excellent, what is needed, covered everything in a detail. Okay, for good explanation you can say that your description should be somewhat better. Okay, in the third part you can say satisfactory. So I am just putting a very simple things over here. Okay, satisfactory. Okay, very simple thing. And the last one I am trying to put, and that is suppose 1 marks will be given if your level needs to have some improvement, needs some improvement. Okay, so again I'll try to put the same thing, needs some improvement. Okay, so this way it is possible for you to add anything in a rubric. Okay, so first criteria I have given, and that is having 5 marks. So 5 marks has been given for what, for the sake of, it's like I'll put explanation. On an explanation of an answer I have given 5 marks. Okay, now just after that you have to add another criteria. So another thing we have given will be procedure. Okay, so under the procedure I'll try to see procedure to use Google Classroom. So this is my second criteria for evaluation of that answer. Okay, points required will be of course 5 mark. Okay, level again the same level, excellent, well labeled diagram. Okay, this is my first criteria. Second one, again our points will be 4. The same thing I am putting, and that is good. Okay, labeled diagram. Okay, good, good diagram. Okay, for purposefully I'm not going to add some details, otherwise the video will become somewhat more lengthy. Okay, third point I am trying to put will be satisfactory. In the description again I am putting the same thing, satisfactory. Okay, and at the last one, fourth point, only 1 marks will be given, needs some improvement, needs some improvement. Okay, so this way I have added needs some improvement. This way I have added another criteria. So you can watch over here, out of 20 marks 10 marks have been allotted. Okay, you have to again put some criteria because of your question is of 20 marks. So I'll put again add criteria. Okay, sorry, so add criteria, I'll click on add criteria. So next criteria getting opened. So just like I have told you, we have something advantages. Yes, okay, again the description again I am trying to say advantages of Google Classroom. Okay, advantages. Next, points required will be 5. Title, of course the same one, excellent. If he has written that excellent, okay, so I'll put 10 advantages. Suppose he has written 10 advantages of the Google Classroom, so of course he is considered as an excellent. Okay, in another one 4 marks will be given if he has written good, that means up to 8 advantages. Next 3 marks if he is satisfactory. Okay, at least 5 advantages, sorry, very sorry, 5 advantages. And the last, and of course our criteria will be 1 mark will be given, and that is the same one, and that is needs some improvement. Okay, less than 2 advantages. Okay, so suppose he has put something less than 2 advantages, then he is going to get something, and that is a 2 mark, 1 mark. So in this way we have put the thing. Okay, now the last criteria we are adding, and that is onto the disadvantages. Okay, and I'll put criteria will be the same, disadvantages. Okay, points required will be 5. Your level will be obviously excellent. This in the description I'll try to say something 5 disadvantages. Suppose he has written he is going to get 5 mark. Okay, in case of another criterion, that is a good, he has suppose written 4 advantages, he is considered as a good and is going to get a 4 marks. So in a simple we can say that straight away, uh, for on the number of disadvantages he is going to get that marks. And last one is satisfactory. Suppose 2 advantages has been written, and the last one is needs improvement, only one disadvantage has been written. Okay, level will be needs improvement. Okay, in the description I'll try to say 1 or less. Okay, so this way you have, and again your complete 20 marks are over. Okay, so this way I have given a full-fledged rubric criteria, okay, in which I have designed what are the different aspects needs to be covered in my answer. Again I'd like to say that in an explanation I have not given all the detail. Okay, by considering our time constraint I have not given every detail. So this way we have added all the things, and what I am making at last will be, of course, I'm going to save it. Okay, so I'll click save. So you can watch over here, you have this rubric 4 criteria 20 points. It is straight away specifying that you have designed a criteria, having 4 points. Okay, 4 points has been allotted, and out of that 4 points 20 marks, 20 points has been allotted to the student. So just after creation of all these things, what we are making, we are going to assign it. As we have assigned this under the unit number 1, it is appearing under the unit number 1. So this is the assignment, and just below that assignment you can watch over here, we have rubric 4 criteria 20 points. So directly indicating that this is the question which has been asked for 20 marks, and 4 criteria has been given, so straight away 5 marks each for each criteria. Okay, again you can watch over here, 0 turned in, 1 assigned. So idea that one student has been assigned a question, assignment, and he has not yet returned. Okay, and now straight away we'll move to the student part. Okay, what a student could be able to see. So for that I'll move on to my next tab. So this is my tab of a teacher, and this is my tab of a student. So I'll move on to that student tab. So this is the student, only student in my class. So under the stream also we are getting over here, Rajesh Boyer posted a new assignment number 2 at 9:06 p.m. So this way you are getting. Okay, again you can get it under the classwork also, under the unit number 1 also you have this assignment available, no due date. Okay, so straight away I am clicking on that assignment. Okay, again under that assignment he is going to not only going to get the question what is Google Classroom, state and explain the steps. In addition to that, he is going to get a rubric. So it is expected that a student should watch this rubric, he should click on that, so that he will get an exact idea how the marks are being allotted by a teacher to him. So in this way you have these complete details given. Okay, so what are the things he will need to give an explanation regarding the question asked. He'll need to write the procedure for that 5 marks have been given if he's making a well labeled diagram, and lastly advantages and disadvantages. So this way he is going to gain the marks. So in this way it is expected that a student should watch this rubric, should see this rubric, and accordingly he should be able to give an answer of the assignment. So I'll click on that assignment. Okay, I'll click on view assignment. Straight away I am moving on add or create. So I'll click on add. Straight away I am going to add a file. I'm linking a file. I have already created one file, so I'm using that. So file, I'll click. So it is opening the tab. Select files from your device. So straight away I am choosing this. Select files from device. Okay, so I have created a file on my desktop. So I'll choose that file by the name. The file is by the name something test. So test.docx, it is the file, and I'll click on open. So you can watch test.docx has been available, and I'll click on upload. So what I have made, I have selected that file and I'll try to upload the file. So my file has been uploaded. So test.docx has been uploaded. As the file may, if a file is a larger, it may take some times. Okay, so just after that I'll click on turn in. Turn in means I am going to submit this. So straight away turn in. Okay, turn in. So now it is student part is over. What the student has made, he has find it, he has seen the rubric whatever has been given by or has been assigned by the teacher, and now on the basis of that it is expected that he should write the answer. So again now student part is over, we'll again move on to the teachers part. Okay, so in the teachers part you can find it out. He one turned in, zero assigned. Okay, so idea is that now one student has turned in. So I'll click on that turned in option. Okay, you can watch this is an answer which is being written by that student. So what is being written by that student will we watch over here. So what is Google Classroom? A classroom is a learning space and all. Okay, so explanation has been given. Now the very important thing, you have been given a criteria over here also, how much mark needs to be given. So for an explanation, suppose he has written an explanation, although it is not excellent, I'll call it as a satisfactory. I'll give 4 marks to him. Okay, on the basis of an explanation. Okay, similarly just after that there is a procedure. It is expected that he should write a procedure. So what he has made, he has drawn a flowchart, Google Classroom, classroom.google.com, join a class stream, and again a very nice diagrammatic presentation he has made. So I'll call it an excellent. Okay, I don't think there is any scope of writing anything more. Okay, so I'll allot full 4 marks to him. Okay, just after that there is something, and that is an advantages. So we'll watch whether he has written an advantages or not. So we'll scroll down the answer of that student. Okay, so under the advantages he has written something 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 8 answer 8 advantages he has written. So of course it is not an excellent. I have for an excellent we have written something, and that is he should write something, and that is he should write at least 10. Okay, so I'll give 4 marks to him. Okay, so just after putting that 4 marks, you can watch over here, he is going to get not the first one. Just like in this case he has got 5 marks, so 5 points excellent, 4 points means he is good. Okay, and under the disadvantages, the last point, he has written a lot many disadvantages. We have asked 5, he has written 6 7 number of disadvantages. So I'll try to put all the 5 marks. The moment I'll put all these 5 marks, you can see everything. Just like the moment I'll click outside, it is showing excellent. Disadvantages he has written excellently. He has written a somewhat less number of advantages, that's why he has gained 4 marks. Next one, for a procedure he has got 5 marks, and for explanation he has lost one of his mark, and he is in a good So idea is that this way I have allotted the marks, and you can watch 18 marks have been given because we have deducted two marks. One is an explanation, another is an advantages, and I am going to return that. Okay, I'll click on return. So now these marks are allotted to my student. Okay, again we'll move on to the student part. Okay, these are the particular marks which has been allotted. Okay, so I'll try to straight away move on to the student part. Okay, go on to the classes. So this is the student. I'll click on him. Okay, again under the classwork we'll check. Okay, this is the assignment and it has been graded. So I'll click on that assignment, view assignment, and you can watch 18 marks. So student could be able to watch also where he has deducted the marks. In an explanation he has lose one of his mark. Procedure is okay, he has written procedure nicely. Under the advantages he has gained 4 marks, and in disadvantages again he has got 5 marks. So idea is that after that submission he can get an idea, he will needs to have an improvement in an explanation. So idea that this way it is possible for you to make use of a rubric. Okay, rubric is, again I am telling you, it is useful not only for the students but also for the sake of those who are going to make an evaluation of that. It is always better. Just like in our university we have been asked something memorandum. Okay, memorandum is something different. Again I am telling you, rubric and memorandum, they are not the same thing. But in a memorandum also we are going to specify okay, how much mark needs to be given. Explanation 3 marks, diagram 2 marks, and again advantages 3 marks, something like that. So exactly similar thing has been added by this, and that is a rubric. So I hope from this video you have understood somewhat brief idea regarding this rubric, and try to use this rubric in your Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Feel free to ask any type of queries you, if you have. If you have any type of queries, you can send it on a Telegram, you can send it in the comments also. Okay, if as far as possible, again of course I'm not a master of all the thing, but still I'll try to sort out some of the problems to my extent. Okay, thank you very much.